Welcome, dear friends. I'm Tama. In this space, we explore timeless wisdom from the teachings of the Buddha to help you live with more peace, clarity, and compassion. Whether you're here to reflect, learn, or simply slow down, you are in the right place. So, take a deep breath, and let's begin. There's a kind of magic I've come to cherish. Not the kind found in ancient scrolls or sacred chants, but in something far more ordinary. The soft clink of a spoon in your morning tea, the hush between two breaths, the light shifting on a kitchen wall. You don't need to escape to a monastery to experience wonder. You only need to notice. Today, I'll share 10 gentle practices drawn from mindfulness and Buddhist tradition that reveal the quiet magic already within your life. They don't ask you to change who you are. They simply invite you to arrive. Bring your full attention to what's in front of you. Just this, just now. Feel the water on your hands as you wash a dish. Notice the rhythm of your steps when you walk. You don't have to slow down. You simply have to show up for the life you're already living. For years, I rushed through moments chasing meaning, until I realized meaning isn't found. It's felt, and it only appears when we stop to feel it. Awareness begins with presence, but presence can deepen moment by moment. Let's add another layer. And the more present you become, the more you'll begin to notice the subtle spaces in between. Perfect invitations to pause. Choose moments throughout your day to take 3 slow, conscious breaths before you open your laptop, before entering a room, before speaking. These micro pauses are not interruptions. They are entrances into presence. Once you start pausing with intention, the space around you opens. And within that space, you can begin to turn the ordinary into something sacred. And the more present you become, the more you'll begin to notice the subtle spaces in between. Perfect invitations to pause. Make ordinary moments sacred. Drink your tea with full attention. Feel gratitude as you shower. Let the water carry away the day's weight. When you treat these tasks with care, they become ceremonies of being alive. And as you bring reverence into these moments, a natural warmth begins to rise. Not just for the moment, but for the people in it. As your routines become rituals, something shifts. A tenderness awakens, not just for what you do, but for who you meet along the way. Greet others with warmth, even strangers. A kind glance, a soft thank you, a silent wish. May you be well. These small acts ripple in ways we'll never fully see. But kindness isn't limited to others. There's power in turning that same care inward, especially when life gets hard. And the more kindness you offer, to others and to yourself, the more gratitude naturally begins to grow, even in the unlikeliest places. Not just listing what you're thankful for, but seeing the gift in the hard moments. Stuck in traffic, a chance to breathe, tough conversation, a chance to practice courage. Gratitude doesn't mean everything feels good. It means nothing is taken for granted, not even the hard things. And as we learn to hold both joy and challenge with equal attention, we begin to see life not as a problem to solve, but a mystery to embrace, moment by moment. Gratitude softens our grip. And in that softening, we begin to see that nothing lasts. And that's what makes it all so precious. Everything changes. Rather than resisting this truth, soften into it. Notice the sky shifting, the seasons turning, the way a thought fades without your help. This is not loss. This is aliveness. And when you live with that awareness, you naturally begin to move with more care, especially between the chapters of your day. Gratitude softens our grip, and in that softening, we begin to see that nothing lasts, and that's what makes it all so precious. Before you switch tasks, pause. One breath to close the last chapter. One breath to begin the next. These small boundaries create space for renewal, and as your outer world shifts, so does your inner landscape. But instead of judging what's happening inside, you can simply watch. And as you move more mindfully from one moment to the next, a gentle curiosity arises, not to change what is, but to truly see it. Observe your thoughts and feelings like a quiet witness, not to fix, not to control, just to see. Your mind is not a problem. It's a sky, thoughts just passing clouds. And from this stillness, beauty begins to speak, not through grand gestures, but through the quiet details you used to overlook. From that seeing, something beautiful happens. You begin to notice what was always there, quietly waiting to be seen. Train your eyes to see wonder in the ordinary. The way sunlight moves across the floor, the sound of a spoon stirring a cup, the rhythm of your own breathing. Magic is not rare, it's rarely noticed. And perhaps the most magical shift of all is remembering what it's like to meet life with open curiosity. And when wonder becomes your companion, the world opens again, as if for the first time. Approach familiar things with new eyes. Taste your coffee like it's the first time. Listen to a loved one without finishing their sentences in your mind. Stay curious. Stay open. This is how life stays fresh. These 10 practices aren't complicated. They don't require more time, only more presence. You don't need to become someone else to feel more alive. You only need to meet this moment, gently and without armor. Start with one practice, one breath, one act of kindness, and let it ripple. Let it grow. In the end, the real transformation isn't in what we do, but in how we see. So, which practice will you begin with today? If something in this touched you, share it with someone who needs a moment of peace. And remember, the path to everyday magic begins with right now.